snooker. If there's a better thing you can do with 22 balls, a stick and a bow tie, it's yet to be invented. And yet, according to the game's biggest star, Ronnie the Rocket O'Sullivan, snooker today is boring, lacks atmosphere, and is in urgent need of an overhaul. Harsh criticisms indeed, but ones the game partially agrees with.
He was right in part. The sport has to continue to evolve and react to the changing circumstances of people's expectations.
Which is why snooker is launching a campaign called Hot Shots, promoting 5 young stars, including up-and-comer Jamie Cope and world number 4 Mark Selby.
It's there. He knows it.
Who will hopefully sex up the sport and boost media interest.
The idea is that we could try and get these young players into women's magazines, into other aspects of media, so that we actually broaden the profile of the sport.
I think that'd be great if we did that sort of thing, you know. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help the game.
What a way to win!
Although apparently being wacky and interesting while playing top snooker is about as tricky as pulling off a particularly tricky trick shot.
When you go out there and play your game, it's very difficult to show your personality and concentrate at the same time. I mean, because you're playing for your livelihood at the end of the day, and there's a lot of players out there what can't do that.
Snooker is a difficult game. It's also had difficulty replacing its banned tobacco sponsors, and last year 2 major sponsors pulled out of their contracts early, taking around £1.5 million with them.
There's no question about it. The sport had lived richly off the back of tobacco sponsorship for a long time, and it's taken time to adjust to the fact that the market for sports sponsorship and the income that you get isn't as big as it was.
Your champion, Mark Selby!
Which has made it more important than ever for the game to produce sponsor-friendly personalities. Yet it's not all about the players. Some, including O'Sullivan, say the game needs to copy another indoor sport that's reinvented itself in recent years, darts. In darts, the combination of loud music and a boisterous, largely inebriated crowd have all combined to boost the sport's popularity. But could such measures work for snooker? I mean, just imagine it.
Mark Selby, you require a red one.
Well, perhaps not, but how about a few other suggestions? The players come in, fancy dress, lose the suits.
Possibly not a great idea now.
While you're playing, the audience yelling out, maybe a little bit drunk perhaps, but a bit more lively.
I don't think all the players would agree with that.
I think snooker players need it quiet more when you're playing.
Exploding cue ball every now and then. In its present form, snooker can be undeniably exciting and even controversial.
Will you be quiet or you're out, okay?
Meanwhile, there have been signs that reports of snooker's death may be premature. In China, for example, over 100 million people watched this player, Deng Junhui, play in a tournament final in 2005. Total prize money has risen by 30% over the last 2 years, and last year's World Championship final attracted more TV viewers than 2007's Wimbledon tennis final. So don't expect a radical revamp anytime soon.
When it comes down to being played, will remain pretty much as it is.
At the end of the day, people just want to see you potting balls and playing well.
Which, whatever its critics may say, could be all the game needs to keep in good health, in the public eye, and in the black.